is the PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Hedgehog TV. We now interrupt your regular scheduled programming for the following sports special. On the PCSRA Sports Network. From Learfield IMG College, this is the Overwatch League podcast presented by Oreos. Here's the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voiles.
Hello and good afternoon, and welcome out to our Yukon studios here in Yukon, Oklahoma, as we're going to have our first of two shows, and we'll get to Triple P in just a bit. Welcome to, as we're getting closer, as we're actually past the we'll be actually past the halfway mark in the Overwatch League podcast. This is our next episode. Apologize if I didn't have an episode last week because I've been busy with all shit that's going on. So let me review the scores from the holiday events from the June Joust. So back around May 28th through the 30th, starting with the only two games from May 28th, it was a 3-0 win for Dallas over London. Vancouver lost to the Gladiators 3-0. Final scores on May 29th. It was a 3-0 shutout win for the Shanghai Dragons over the Los Angeles Valiant. It was a 3-1 win for Seoul over New York E. Houston 3, London 0. San Francisco Shock, the defending champions, took down Toronto by a 3-1 count. Los Angeles Gladiators kept their winning streak going. They took down Atlanta 3-1. New York E beat LA Valiant 3-0 on May 30th, which is good news for them. Shanghai 3, Seoul 1, Houston 3, Toronto 1. Toronto's now has been losing of late. It was a 3-0 shutout win for Atlanta over Vancouver, and San Francisco took down Dallas 3-1. Final scores from this weekend that just concluded, week 8. That was back in June. It was a 3-2 win for the Paris Eternal over Boston. Dallas upset at Florida 3-2. Philadelphia beat Ganju Charge 3-0. 3-2 win for Seoul over the Chengdu Hunters. Hansu Spark shut out the Los Angeles Valiant by a 3-0 count. No troubles for the Los Angeles Gladiators. They took down Boston by a 3-1 score. San Francisco took down Vancouver 3-0. Washington 3, Florida 0. Florida has lost 2 in a row. Philadelphia 3, LA Valiant 1. Seoul beat Ganju Charge 3-0. Hansu Spark 3, Chengdu Hunters 1. Chengdu has been on a losing skid of late. Hi, 2 people watching. Dallas 3, Vancouver 0. San Francisco 3, Washington 2. New York E3, Hansu Spark 1. Shanghai 3, Seoul 0. Dallas 3, Houston 0. Atlanta 3, Boston 0. Dallas 3, Gladiators 1. Atlanta shut out San Francisco 3-0. Now we are into the semifinals for the final few teams. June the 10th, the New York E will take on Atlanta. Dallas will take on Shanghai. New York E and Atlanta will be playing on June 11th. There will be an encore on June 10th at 8 p.m. on YouTube Gaming, which you can follow Overwatch League all season long. Dallas taking on Shanghai. There will be an encore at 9:30 local on YouTube Gaming. The two winners will go to the winners bracket. In that regard, the two losers will play in the losers bracket. Losing teams from those two matches will be eliminated. Then they'll play their championship. They'll have a couple of encore presentations. Championship game will be on June 13th, 11:30 a.m. The encore will be at June 12th at 8 p.m. You can all watch all those matches on YouTube. Real quickly, to get to the standings before we go over to Triple P to start our show. Regular season. In the West, Dallas has 8 points. San Francisco is second with 7. They're tied with Houston for second at 7. They are both 7-1. San Francisco and Houston getting their first loss of the season. Gladiators have 4, Washington 5. They're tied with Florida, who also have 5. Atlanta and Toronto tied for 7th at 4, and they also have the same record. Florida has 1 more point than Atlanta and Toronto. That's the tiebreaker. Boston has 3, Paris has 3, Vancouver and London yet to get into the win column. They're 0-8. Shanghai has 9 points in the East. Seoul is tied for 2nd with Philadelphia with 6. Hangzhou Sparks has 5 points. Chengdu Hunters have 4 points, as well as New York E. However, the tiebreakers at Chengdu Hunters is 4-4, whereas New York E is 3-5. Ganzhou Charge has 2 points. LA Valence also has yet to get on the board as far as the points are concerned. So there you go. So that's it for the Overwatch League podcast. And now, here's our little 30-second promotional announcement for Triple P, as we are going to start it now.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues, Incorporated, for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of this show without the express written consent of the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues, Incorporated, is prohibited. The PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to the PCSRA Paddock Pass Show. We're glad that you're here to start a new journey of the PCSRA as the chase for the 2021 championships begin. Welcome to the PCSRA Paddock Pass on the PCSRA Radio Network as we get ready to bring you all the racing for the 2021 season. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, for the greatest show on earth from today's episode of the PCSRA Paddock Pass from Yukon, Oklahoma, here's the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voiles.
See, I told you that didn't take long. Normally we'd be going to our national anthem. However, I've decided not to have a national anthem today because of the fact I have some announcements to tell you. Right now, I want to just go ahead and reveal something to all of you. If everything goes according to plan, with me and my girlfriend Lainey, there is a very good chance me and Lainey could get married this year. Can you believe that, y'all? That would be a huge moment in my life, if you know what I mean. So, and it could be interesting, if you know what I mean. So, which, if that is indeed the case, this is going to be a big change, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. And hopefully we're looking forward to doing that, if you know what I mean. And I believe that is going to be all of the announcements. Going to continue to work on the getting the special events done for July. So yeah. Please welcome the Reese's champion, Nathan. I love to hug all of my fully clothed drivers, Orman. Wait, why can I not hear you? Oh. I'm gonna go smack Discord because it turned the volume down on you for some reason. Wait, why can I not hear you? Oh. Stupid Discord is about to get smacked. I'm gonna smack you for muting Ormy. That is rude.
That is rude, Discord. I hate it.
Discord. How dare you ruin my could-be-possible wedding? That's it. You are grounded, 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 grounded until my girlfriend and I get married. Go to your room right now. Okay. To be honest, and this is just being serious, yes, there's a good chance I could get married with my girlfriend.
Nice.
This pleases the Ormy. This angers the Greg. And by the way, if Lainey does come on this channel, I love you, girl. I had to do that because I love my girlfriend, and I will always love my girlfriend.
And by the way, my phone gets to call someone. Stop it.
Wait, is that the redneck girlfriend that's trying to date my roommate CJ Bracken Jr.? Oh.
Well, that's a good way to start the show.
Yes. CJ, don't kill me. Oh man. So we have and don't worry, I will put the agenda when I get a chance later. So don't freak out, if you know what I mean. So don't you worry. I do not have the results from F2 as far as the 2 sprint races are concerned.
Oh, it's on the F2 website.
Oh, it's on the F2 website? Well, wonderful. Or I could do it on here, if you know what I mean.
I'll be right back.
Okay! That was not what I wanted, you derping lizard. Oh, shit. Okay. So let's go ahead and go over the okay, that's the feature. I need to wait, who won the I forgot who won the oh wait, Ormy's already got the feature results. Okay, I'll just I already got the wait. Okay, that's June 5th. That's June 6th. I want the other sprint race that happened. I'm looking for let's see. Liam Lawson. Oh, there it is. That was what I was looking for. Okay. So while we're waiting for Nathan Orman to get back, I will start the top 10 results from race 1. Sprint race number 1. By the way, hi to people in the chat. I know one of them is CJ because he's watching in his room. So, yeah. The top 10 results from race 1, making sure this is race 1. Yes, it is race 1. Okay. Top 10 results from race 1. Robert Schwartzman gets his first win of the season. Dan Tickham second. Gonyuzo third. Jihan Darvala got 4th. Theo Pachari in 5th. More on him in our top story news. Ralph Bajong 6th. Marcus Armstrong 7th. Yuri Vips 8th. David Beckham 9th. And Bent Viscal completes the top 10. Top 10 results in the second sprint race. Yuri Vips gets his first career win. First of 2. We'll tell you how the other one was. David Beckham 2nd, Jihan Darvala 3rd, Ben Viscal 4th, Robert Schwartzman 5th, Dan Tickham 6th, Liam Lawson 7th, Oscar Pastradi 8th, Theo Pachari 9th, and Felipe Drogovic completed the top 10. The top 10 results from the feature race. Yuri Vips 1, Oscar Pastradi 2nd, Robert Schwartzman 3rd, Felipe Drogovic 4th, Ralph Bajong 5th, Liam Lawson 6th, Jihan Darvala 7th, Dan Tickham 8th, Christian Lumgar 9th, and Liram Zendelli completed the top 10. Then we go to the F1 race for the Grand Prix of Azerbaijan. Hug the Army. Yes, don't ask why I did that. You knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
As now we're recapping the F1 race. Esteban Ocon lost power on his car. He pulled it into the pits, and unfortunately his day came to a sad end. Then we thought it was going to be a boring race until Lance Stroll coming down the front straightaway was driving along, left rear tire. You're kidding yourself. He spins. He could have flipped after hitting the wall, caused a safety car, which the pit lane was closed. Stroll was okay. He had to be taken to the medical center, which wasn't that far away from the pit lane, so that's good news. He was good. Checked and released from the care center. Then you thought Max Verstappen was going to win. The tire's like, you're kidding yourself. Blew a tire, hits the wall. Then Max Verstappen got himself a point for car abuse as he kicks his car in disgust, which, by the way, Verstappen was called to the steward's office for car abuse. You thought the race was over. The FIA says, no, you're a joke. They red flagged the race. Then on the initial start, Lewis Hamilton decided to hit a button on his brake bias switch and decided to say, I'm a head out. Overdrives turn 1. Sergio Perez takes the lead. George Russell had to go out of the race. Then Nicholas Latifi complained to the stewards about his 10-second penalty, which he said the R word so many times. And Sergio Perez won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, presented by Hugging Orman. So, the top 10 results for Baku. Sergio Perez, the winner. Sebastian Vettel, second. Pierre Gasly, third. Charles Leclerc, fourth. Lando Norris, fifth. Fernando Alonso, sixth. Yuki Tsunoda, seventh. His best finish so far in F1. Carlos Sainz, eighth. Daniel Ricciardo, ninth. Kimi Räikkönen completed 10th. 2 weeks in a row, Alfa Romeo scored points in the race. So, Ormy, what was your thoughts about Baku? I guess Ormy decided to go hug Courtney Lynn because Courtney had to apologize to Ormy for some reason. That's probably why. That's just my guess, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. We'll get back to Nathan Orman on his thoughts on Azerbaijan in just a minute. Now, let's go to the other road courses. Yeah, this is a road course recap edition for the Triple P show because we are the famous people in the world and we're not the Canadian idiots. Get it? If I can find the results, there they are for Sonoma. So, starting with the Xfinity Series race, I did not watch because I was at work. First lap, Noah Gragson broke his splitter on coming out of turn 1 on the initial start and brought out the full course caution. At the same time, Cody Ware, who didn't know where he was going, spun out in turn number 2, the keyhole section. Then an engine failure from Tommy Joe Martin coming out of the keyhole, getting ready to head towards Madness. Brought out the second full course caution. AJ Allmendinger won stage 1, but then was busted for a speeding penalty, which the new pit rules were really weird, if you know what I mean. Jeremy Clementson stopped on course underneath the Accurate Bridge. I think it was a mechanical failure. They had to push the car behind the wall. Nothing else happened in stage 2. That was won by Justin Haley. And then Jeff Burton into Madness, which is turn 4. Got stuck in the gravel trap. They had to get him out of the gravel trap, and I believe he no, he did not lose a lap. He remained on the lead lap. Then a big wreck going into turn number 9 involved the 26 of, do not help me, I can find it, Chris Wright, the 36 of Alex LeBay, and the 47 driven by Kyle Weatherman, as Ormy's back from accepting Courtney's apology, which I don't know what Courtney did. Unless she accidentally broke something. Wait, what?
What did Courtney?
I think Courtney accidentally broke something. Like, I don't know if it was a lamp or something like that, but they'll get it replaced.
So I think it's so high, Courtney.
Yeah. Well, even though she looked marvelous with that beautiful purple dress that she got.
Yeah.
And Ormy was doing the ceremonies because well he had to assist Courtney Lynn with the beautiful dress that she was wearing. And I said, "Oh, that's so cute." Okay, Foils, that was creepy. Don't do that again in front of Sean. At the end of the day, the Dinger, AJ Allmendinger, wins the Xfinity race, which we're happy. I don't know if Ormy is aware about this, but I'll tell you what happened after the Cup race. Did you notice that it was a 1-2 for colleague? How about that? You didn't know that till just now. Wow, that's a shocker. The top 10 results from Mid-Ohio in the Xfinity Series. By the way, NASCAR needs to learn the track names for Mid-Ohio. Like, Turn 2 to Keyhole, 4 is Madness, and all that, yada, 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 because I know that from the runoffs. Anyway, back to the top 10 results. AJ Allmendinger, I want to say his third win of the season, if I'm correct. Second? Okay. Justin Haley, second. Ty Gibbs, third. Brandon Jones, fourth. Nice top 5 run for Andy Lally in fifth. Nice top 10 run for Brandon Brown in sixth. Michael Annette, seventh. Nice top 10 run for Jordan Anderson's team. Josh Berry driving in the car in eighth. Ryan Sieg, ninth. And nice top 10 for Josh Williams. Nice runs for Jade Buford, Alex LeBay, Cody Ware, despite his issues. Ray Golding. A lot of drivers actually. Austin Cindric, who we thought was going to be the driver to beat top 20. Ouch. And all that. Ty Gibbs, by the way, won the ARCA Brakes. ARCA Brakes. We have less than the 20-car field because we need to be boring. Because Ormy said Xfinity was better. So, yeah. Then we go to Sonoma for the Cup race, but before we go recapping the Cup race, Chase Briscoe won the ARCA West race, which was another edition of another board fest, if you ask me, because Chase Briscoe drove the 14, which is okay. Back to the Cup race at Sonoma, which, by the way, we're glad to be back at Sonoma after missing this race last year due to the stupid, retarded COVID BS that's going on. And also, Sonoma Raceway got the bad sportsmanship flag for telling the fans to wear masks, which fans got mad because of wearing masks, and Ormy had to go smack all the fans with a baseball bat and told them to stop complaining, which that's what Ormy just did. Had a competition yellow. Nothing else happened. Nothing happened in stage 1. That was won by Kyle Larson. In fact, Kyle Larson swept both stages. First on-track incident. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. cut a right front tire down. Hit the barriers where Casey Kane hit the wall in 2017. He continued on, then later fell out of the race with an engine failure after that. Rest of stage 2 was clean. Of course, Kyle Larson won stage 2. Then Quinn Hoff, who is the worst driver in NASCAR, stopped on track in turn 6 because he ran out of talent. Go figure. Then we had the big one in turn 11, which I like to call it Calamity Corner because of the Martinsville backwards turn. It was caused by Ross Chastain turning Corey LaJoie. They collected Christopher Bell, Eric Jones, Kevin Harvick, William Byron, and Alex Bowman. I thought I derped for a second, but I didn't. Okay. Then Matt DiBenedetto got in the back of the 37 of Ryan Preece, who collected Cody. I don't know where he was going. And then the last caution was Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, and Anthony Alfredo caused the wreck in turn 4, which is the top of the hill before that right-hander. That caused a wreck. And at the end of the day, Kyle Larson was the Road King, getting his, his 3rd win of the season, and led a Hendrick 1-2, which Kyle Busch was called to the hauler for cussing on the radio. So the top 10 results for the Cup race: Kyle Larson, the winner; Chase Elliott 2nd; Martin Truex Jr. 3rd; Joey Logano 4th; Kyle Busch 5th; Kurt Busch 6th; Ross Chastain 7th; Denny Hamlin 8th; Alex Bowman 9th; Ryan Blaney 10th. I want to make a couple of mentions before I forget. Ben Rhodes, who finished 30th, made his Cup Series debut for Spire Motorsports, which good effort. Scott Heckard raced. James Davison, who won the Chicago Road Course race on Wednesday, finished 25th. Stuart Haas Racing, another bad finish, and Ryan Preece, another result. So, Ormy, what was your thoughts on all of the road course races from Azerbaijan, as well as Mid-Ohio and Sonoma?
Oh, those races were amazing. Great road course races, and hopefully this weekend's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And of course, Nathan Norman also got out of his tuxedo because of the fact that his team was getting a boat for his drivers. Yes, he won himself an awesome boat, an awesome yacht for his drivers. So at least when they go out to the lake, they're gonna have a good time. So there you go. All right, what would you rate? I rated Baku. I gave it a 9 because it was a fantastic race. Azerbaijan is always the greatest track ever. I like to keep Baku because Baku is unfreaking predictable.
I would agree with you. Give Azerbaijan a 9.
We love Baku. We love that street circuit. Keep the damn street circuit. So, Mid-Ohio. Let's do our rate. Let's rate what?
Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, Mid-Ohio. Okay, I thought somebody was interrupting you for a second. But anyway, what would you rate Mid-Ohio, and also what would you rate Sonoma?
I'll give Mid-Ohio a solid 7 and Sonoma an 8.
I'm going to give Mid-Ohio an 8 because I love that track, and it's really a fun track in my opinion. Because IMSA always runs well, and they always do a fantastic job. Sonoma, I was not expecting a wreckfest, to be honest with you, because lately, Sonoma has been underwhelming, but this year, I don't know what the hell happened to make that race exciting. I probably am guessing it had something to do with the 750 horsepower and the package, and it produced some good racing, which was really surprising. That's why Sonoma gets an 8 as well. Yes. Okay, you be safe. Oh, my house manager. Normally we're supposed to have my weekday house manager, but the schedule's out of whack, so I have my weekend guy who normally would be gone by now. He's gonna go pick up my other roommate, Brian, which hopefully Brian had a great day at work, which I know he brought groceries, so yeah. I'm probably assuming Courtney Lynn and her friends are taking a shower before they go swimming, so hopefully they have a good time swimming. They may be joined by Annie Thomas and Betty Johnson and other World NOS Racing female drivers. Who knows? What?
Why? Don't? Oh, no.
What?
I'm being silly. What the heck?
Oh. They're not... Annie Thomas is not going to be drunk in the pool, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Besides, they can't have beer in the, They can't have beer at the pool. Actually, Annie Thomas was actually having a bottle of water, so there you go.
Nice. That's
my girlfriend is on the board.
Oh.
She said the C word. You know the December holiday that starts with the letter C? Yes.
You cannot say that.
Yeah, we're... And by the way, it is a serious note. And yes, she said in my DM, so that means she is now on the board with the C word. So, yeah. If only she would have said that next to me, I would have said, you know, the best part of all this is that I have it on the stream. So, yeah. But yeah. Let's take a look at the top story news. Some big news in F1 is that the Singapore Grand Prix that was originally scheduled for October 1st through the 3rd has been canceled in response to the COVID-19 travel restrictions. But wait, there's more. There are also other tracks that are in danger of not happening, and they are as follows. The Australian Grand Prix in Albert Park, the Brazilian Grand Prix in Interlagos, the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit in Mexico, and the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. Just a little disclaimer, I will still do those races even though if it gets canceled or not. Same with Canada and Singapore, so just FYI. The reason I bring up Japan, the reason about Japan is they don't know what the status is going to be like after the Olympics takes place. Australia, Mexico, and Brazil, the reason those tracks may not happen is because of the fact of the cases that are going up in response of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is still going on right now. But wait, if you thought I'm done with that, that's not all. There are multiple sources, according to BBC Sport, that Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, could have not one, but 2 United States Grand Prix on the same in 2 straight weekends. Thoughts about that, Nathan Orman, about what I've just said?
Oh, that is interesting, having 2 races in the U.S., and that is going to be interesting to see how they perform.
And I'm guessing Ormy accepted the nickname that Taylor has on his in this server.
Yeah,
he put Go Hendrick Zachary Taylor, and Ormy said that is accepted.
That is accepted, Taylor. That is nice.
Yes. I think this is a big change for a number of reasons. I really will be sad if Mexico doesn't happen, but like I said in the little disclaimer, I'm still going to do all the tracks regardless of whether or not it's canceled due to COVID-19 as far as that's concerned. I'm still going to do it because that's my job and all that. Plus, F1 2021 will feature the new damage model, which means that means I cannot damage the floor, I cannot damage the skirts of the car, and I have to take it very easy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll be disappointed if those races do get canceled. So, yeah. Next topic. Tony Kanaan will actually have to miss the 2 SRX races due to scheduling conflicts, and Haley Deegan will be taking over the driving duties, replacing TK in those 2 events. Good move, Ormy?
I think that's a good move on Haley Deegan because she will get more experience at track.
Yep.
Whereas in the race before.
Yeah. Jordan Anderson's sponsor, Bombardito in St. Louis, is very happy with the top 10 performance for the Xfinity Series team. How would you rate Jordan Anderson's Xfinity team? You know, yeah, they were disappointed they didn't get to qualify until until they found out they made the until they got to race, thankfully, for practice and qualifying. And the last 3 weeks, they've ended up getting top 10 results. How would you evaluate the 31 teams so far in Xfinity?
I gotta say, they are impressing me this season in the Xfinity Series because the way they're performing is incredible, and hopefully they continue their momentum this season.
Jordan said that, after, having to go home after missing Daytona because of, qualifying being rained out and not having a chance to practice and qualifying, we didn't know what this could happen as far as, Rookie of the Year. Would Jordan Anderson may have to run Rookie of the Year for next year? That's up to them, but, we'll have to wait and see as far as that's concerned. But Jordan is a delight, and we're happy for Bominino, because this is a delight, because in the Cup Series, if you're the only non-chartered entry, you're going to be in every race, because there's going to be less than 40 cars there, if you know what I mean, excluding the 500. So, but Jordan is definitely happy, and, they've went from 0 points to now they're 40th in owner points, which means they are locked into every race from now on. And they're hoping to keep it in the top 40. They would like to get it somewhere in the top 30. That way they don't have to deal with this shit again, if you know what I mean. So.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on the whole.
What is it, Dave?
I was trying to tell Taylor we're in the Triple PVC if you want to join.
Oh, okay.
I was telling Taylor. But, and Josh Berry, was the reason that the 31 got locked in the show, because he was a former race winner, so.
Speaking of Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Taylor, first of all, what was your thoughts on the road courses, and also what's your thoughts on Jordan Anderson as far as how his team's been performing the last 3 weeks?
Well, I really don't think it was a surprise that Allmendinger won the Xfinity race, but one thing I will say about the Cup race, though, is Kyle Larson has turned into a good road course driver now. I mean, with the way he did at Coda and then dominating Sonoma now, tell you what, he's on a hot streak. But as far as Jordan Anderson and his team goes, they've been doing pretty solid, so obviously I think it was a big plus for them putting Josh Berry in the car and getting locked into the event. So
they've had 3 top 10s ever since they got to return back to the track at Coda, and that team has really been very impressive. If they can keep that up, and their next goal is to try to get into the top 30 in the points. That way you're locked in permanently in case this happens again next year. So if I'm Jordan Anderson, now your next goal is trying to get in the top 30.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Let's discuss about the situation. Max Verstappen, said, I think the reason he cut a tire down was because of the tree branch that fell onto the track and all that. I think that's also the same thing that happened to Stroll. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I believe when the tree branch fell, I think it blew out a lot of good tires in NASCAR.
You mean F1, not NASCAR, you derp?
I caught myself. I said,
Technically, that should be a derp for you.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor, which reminds me, I forgot to tell you this, but don't look at your DM.
Yeah.
I forgot to show this. I forgot to tell you this yesterday.
Which one?
Check your DM. Oh yeah, I need to put that in the quotes chat, which reminds me.
Danny's girlfriend said the December one.
The December, yeah, the one that's in the December holiday.
Yep.
As long as I'm not president.
Taylor, don't look at the funny quotes chat, what I just did.
In what server?
This server.
Oh no.
Taylor's laughing. I better ping Cody.
Dang it.
Yeah, I took a picture of that after you edited it, and I was like, nice, Derp Army, I saw that.
Not funny.
What did he do? You know the best part is of Taylor raging? I have that on the stream too. Taylor, don't look at the regular roasting chat. You tied. Let's talk about Hendrick Motorsports, because some people have been saying that, you know, ever since they switched the nose on the Camaros, Hendrick has really been winning races left and right. You know, all four cars won. First time that happened since 2014. Last time they had 4 wins in a row was 2007. Do you guys think Hendrick Motorsports is officially back, or is it too early to tell if they're officially back?
Well, if you take a look at the stats, you know that Hendrick Motorsports is back.
Alright. Mr. Taylor?
Wow. Well, tell you, I think if you look at last year, I mean, obviously, you know, Hendrick did have a few bad runs last year, but
Ah, dang it.
And of course, Harvick tried to do what he did.
Do not look at the quotes yet, but Great Lakes did.
Anyway, you know, when Harvick pulled his stunt last year at Martinsville that he tried to do, and stuff, then he wound up giving Chase the championship. I think that's kind of what started it, because, I mean, you didn't expect Chase Elliott to make the Final Four last year, and he did, and won the championship, and now, I mean, they're doing even better than they did last year, so I think it's safe to say that Hendrick is back for good.
And I think Cody Smart is officially back to his running not clothed days. Yeah, Taylor, don't look at the quotes chat, what Great Lakes put. I got no response to that. Thank you, Great Lakes. I got no comment on that. Thank you very much. Hey. To be fair, Taylor, and I told CJ this, I definitely am looking forward to marrying my girlfriend, and yes, it's a serious topic. I love you, Lainey. I know she'll say, oh, that's cute. Yes, it is cute. Anyway, back to the seriousness and the serious topic and the serious nature.
We're getting out of control.
I forgot to ask Taylor this. Or actually, what's you guys' thoughts on if those 4 races that I just mentioned, Australia, Japan, Mexico, and Brazil, what's your thoughts on those 4 races being canceled, and what's your thoughts on Singapore not going ahead as planned?
That's soccer, to be honest.
surprising and not surprising. It sucks that they had to cancel some more races again this year, but
like I said, I'm still gonna do them on my channel, so.
yeah, that is true.
And by the way, OU fans were clapping for James Madison for making it this far into the Women's College World Series. So can't say they if they get eliminated, they won't be too upset. By the way, not except if you eject me for excess celebration on the OU softball team winning. Cody has been ejected for excessive raging. Accepted. Not accepted if you try anything. Okay. Let me look and see what else do we have for top story news. Murphy and Stanway will be racing Ebris in the Boost in the wild card for Bathurst, and also so Greg Murphy's back. That's good. What happened?
I said yes.
Oh. Taylor, that means Taylor is not ejected for excessive celebration.
Yeah, not being ejected or anything is accepted.
But plus Taylor came into the call because he got done giving Donovan his bath. Taylor, okay, that is also accepted, Danny.
Yeah, okay, doing that is accepted.
While Taylor was fully clothed.
Yeah.
Oh, not clothed Cody, not accepted if you try anything. What happened, Taylor?
What happened, Taylor?
Hey, do I need to smack Discord?
What did they do? Oh, no!
What is it?
You boys better not look at the memes chat in this server.
Oh, no.
Wait, Taylor, did you see the meme I posted about Max Verstappen kicking Hamilton's car earlier?
God.
Oh, no. Why did Charlie Brown have to bring his friend Pigpen in this conversation?
Almost made me say a two-word phrase there.
And you know what would have been the funny part if you would have said the two-word phrase? I would have had that on the stream. What did you do on Messenger? Oh. Nice motivational belch. And the best part, Toby, what you just did, I have that on the stream. Well, as long as Cody was being serious about it, then yeah. Why are you out of breath? Did you just run?
I was walking.
More like you just went running because your shirt looks wet, and I blame it on CJ. I'm assuming you got wet on.
Yeah, I sweat a lot.
Oh, God.
That's what happens when you ran through the sprinkler system.
Wait.
Wait, who are you roasting, Ormy? I thought you were...
I was going to say Taylor, not accept it if he does it.
Ormy. Taylor. Ormy!
Oh, cat.
Saw that one coming.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dang it.
Yes.
Dang it.
Yes.
Okay, quick, before we get serious and back to Joey in a minute. Wait, so what you're telling me is Cody Smart was running not clothed under the sprinklers. Okay, accepted.
Oh, now he's gonna kill you.
Not accepted if Cody does anything to me.
No, Cody, no.
Yeah. Cody's running under the sprinklers. Okay.
I know, because next thing it's gonna start raining in a minute.
Don't jinx it, please.
I'm not gonna jinx it. I know it's going to rain if it happens.
It may not happen.
Oh, man.
Cody better not join the VC server, what we're doing in here.
No, you still
Thanks for turning on that. Otherwise, CJ's brother will have a conniption cow.
Pillsbury, go boy.
We haven't heard that in a while. So, back to the serious nature of this discussion.
Yes.
Trying to think. I forgot to tell Orman this. Ormy forgot to congratulate somebody for winning the battle of the SRA.
That's,
No, you only had the qualifiers up. You didn't put the congratulations to who won the battle of the SRA. Which, by the way, speaking of that, Great Lakes. Yeah, in this server.
Okay.
You never updated that, so. Getting into some NR news before we get to our update. We have the Battle of the NR League rosters. For DT Energy NASCAR Cup Series, their roster are Nathan Orman, Great Lakes, April Summers, Bridget the Mouse, Miss Kitty, Timothy the Mouse, Jenny McBride, Miss Deer, Daniel Lopez, Connor Breton, Zachary Taylor himself, Connor Bloom, Coco Bandicoot, Mary the Cat, Marie the Cat, and Tanya Moskowitz. And then Team PCSRA's roster features Annie Thomas, yours truly, Vanellope Von Schweetz, Courtney Lynn, that pleases the Army, Brenda Eveling, that also pleases the Army, Cody Smart, Gloria Tucker, Sam Johnson, Hannah Blue Jay, Annie Einstein, Troy King, Ish Taylor, Lauren Ekstrom, Annie Winters, Chloe Bumgarner, and Jake Littletown. So what we're going to have is the males qualifying race, and then we'll have the female qualifying race on Sunday. So hopefully we'll have a fun one. I don't know if it's this Sunday or not.
Oh, no.
Yes. There we go. Now, the TMSRA Invitational qualifying race number 2. I need to record that tonight. It will be going up on July the 12th, which is during All-Star Weekend for Major League Baseball. In which Taylor's taking his drivers to that game fully clothed. Taylor accepted mine, not accept if you try anything.
Yes, that would be accepted.
So you can watch Not Clothed Cody.
Wait. Actually, I got a better idea. Actually, I'll go so I can watch the Angel Sun. Let's go there and watch the Pitch McFarland Sun. That's right. Ormy, exactly.
Taylor went to buy Maddie and Brooklyn beautiful dresses at a dress store. Not except if you try anything. Wait, Taylor. So what you're telling me is that you bought a beautiful purple dress for Maddie and a pink dress for Brooklyn. Is that what you're telling me?
Okay, except to what Dan said.
Cody went shopping not clothed. Not except if he tries anything. Okay. I think that's it for the NR report. No injury report for this weekend, so there you go. Let's look ahead. We got a lot of races to look ahead for this weekend. This weekend we have Texas for NASCAR. We have, what else do we have this weekend? Hmm?
Oh, yeah.
We have IndyCar at Detroit.
Same as
Well, IMSA doesn't count. For a debrief on IMSA, join us for the IMSA podcast next week.
Oh, hello, Danny Taylor.
Oh no, it's Cody. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
not fully close Cody Smart.
Um,
Not accepted. Oh,
I'm assuming Cody Smart ended up going to get dresses for Annie Winters and Lauren Ekstrom as well for the awards ceremony. Cody, you do not want to look at the funny quotes chat what Great Lakes put in there.
By the way, I said Danny Taylor too rough me, so I said get back up with you.
Cody, did you see what Ormy did? Did you see the funny quotes chat?
Yeah, the thing that Ormy said it was hilarious.
Did you not see what Great Lakes put in mine?
What did Great Lakes do?
Look at the quote that I made.
Wait. Boy, that's creepy. Never do that in front of somebody again.
Yes, that was Beanie.
You're talking to yourself?
Yes, I did that on the stream. Dagnabbit. We have SRX this weekend, getting back on topic here. So we have IndyCar, SRX. What's this? Is this Saturday the 12th, correct? Yes.
yes.
Dang it, that's not what I want, you derping lizard. Wait a minute, is DT... Wait, is DT... Oh.
DTM?
Oh, they start next weekend.
Yeah, they start next weekend.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, wait, are they starting this weekend or next weekend?
No, next weekend.
I know the W Series will start the weekend after the French GP, so... I think that's it for global, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Ormy needs to Ormy's gonna go confirm that.
Confirming the motorsports schedule.
I should look on here.
Let's see. Let me confirm it for you, Derek.
Yeah, we got Detroit.
Puma is not back until next weekend at Mexico.
So we have IndyCar this weekend. We have NASCAR this weekend. We also have
Menard Series at 7.
oh yeah, is that the main series or is that one of the East or West races? East. Okay.
Acapulco.
Oh no, Taylor just said, okay, MITM.
IndyCar at Detroit.
SRX this weekend.
This is next weekend. IMSA is this weekend for the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship only at Detroit. The main All-Coming On Series is not until the 25th at Pocono.
Oh no.
All-Coming On, nothing for All-Coming On Series West. Then we got Texas for NASCAR.
And I'm guessing that's it.
MotoGP, we don't follow that. Darwin is on the 20th.
If that's going to happen, that's the thing.
F1 at France is
With Formula 3, so.
Yeah, with Formula 3.
So that means we only have IndyCar and SRX this weekend, is what you're confirming to me, Ormy.
So Super TT, no. W Series, not yet. The 8 hours of Portmouth for the World Endurance Championship is this weekend.
Hopefully it's not hopefully there's no rubber duckies at Spa-Francorchamps.
No, it's at Portmouth in the Portugal.
Oh. Normally, Detroit would be the last race until the Le Mans deal, but since Le Mans is later this year, then there you go.
And that's it.
So that means it's just IndyCar and SRX.
Yep.
Wait, did we already put the drivers list for the SRX or no? No, we didn't. We did not put the entry list in there. Dagnabbit.
I got it.
No.
No worries, Cody. We got it. Okay. So it's all of the full-time drivers.
Plus 2 wildcard entries, which is Greg Biffle and Doug Kobe.
Yep. And since this one is going to be somewhat similar, they will be a part of the global standings. Even though it's in America, it's going to be kind of like IndyCar. So, okay. So, let's talk first about this weekend at Texas. Of course, this weekend at Texas is Trucks and Xfinity and the All-Star Race for the Cup Series. There are no points on the line for the Cup Series. There's still going to be points on the line for us. What do you guys think we're going to see at Texas Motor Speedway? Do you think we're going to see the exciting racing like we saw at Texas, or do you think it's going to be different? Now it's a 510s rule package and not the 550.
Ooh. That may be interesting.
That would be interesting after Cody Smart spanks Andy Thomas on the butt. Not accept if you try anything. What about you, Taylor?
For all the racing that's going to take place over the weekend, and, I'm sure we're going to see some good racing happen.
Yeah.
I'm working to see Taylor run that close up the track. No, except there's no anything.
Okay, says Taylor.
Okay, first of all, I would get arrested if I did that, you darn.
Oh, Cody needs to go smack the rando bots. Wait. Oh, by the way, Cody, before I get distracted, you need to go smack the rando bots because they roasted you.
Then I need to go smack the rando bots.
I think Texas is going to be interesting. You know, this is with the 510 horsepower package and not the 550. It's going to be really interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah.
SRX, we don't know what to expect, but I hope they have a good race. Because they're at Stafford this weekend. And if I recall correctly, I think it's 100 laps, and there's one race that's 150. If I'm correct.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think there is going to be a yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Of course, Mark Webber was originally on the SRX list, but he had to abandon the plans because of travel restrictions. So that sucks. That's too bad. I was looking forward to seeing how he does, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Slinger is going to be 150 laps. Everything else is going to be 100. And of course, they're going to have two 15-minute heat races to determine the lineup for the main event. So there you go. All right. With that said,
The entry list.
wait, what?
I'm almost done with the entry list for the SOX.
Oh yeah, don't forget to put the trucks. Yeah, because their next race is next weekend. They're at Knoxville Raceway, and on the entry list for Knoxville Raceway is Scott Bloomquist and Haley Deegan.
Okay.
So that's going to be big, if you know what I mean.
So first,
And also Brian Brown will also be at Knoxville next week.
So first, there's the entry list.
Yep. All right, there you go. And of course, nobody goes home in the SRX. So, with that said, let's get right into predictions. You all know the drill. Driver to win. Stay away from dark horse. Now, let me explain about the point system. So that way you are all aware of it. Trucks and Xfinity, the same as usual, okay? 1 point each. Here's what we've agreed on, and I'll go ahead and Phil Orme this. This is what we're going to agree on. Those easy picks we've been talking about, normally we're only going to do, we can get away with it because it's All-Star race weekend and all that, but starting at Nashville, we'll go back to normal. Okay?
Yeah,
So, to avoid a conflict from last year, we're going to make it easier and make it fair.
So for the All-Star race,
and we're only picking the All-Star race. We're not picking the, well, actually, you can tell me who you think is going to win the fan vote. That's pretty much what we're going to say in that. If you predict the fan vote correctly, you'll win 10 points. 25 points apiece for the 3 picks for the All-Star race. Trucks Xfinity is 1 point as usual. IndyCar is a double header. That means whatever you predict in the first race, that is the predictions for race 2. That will be 2 points apiece for Global. SRX being its inaugural race will be 1 point apiece.
so
Easy,
yeah, that's
easy pickings. So it will really change. Well, first let's go over the global standings and also the NASCAR standings. So coming out of Azerbaijan, not Claude Brendan Rogers. Coming out of Azerbaijan and Baku, yours true.
the F1 race.
Oh, God. Yours truly still has the points lead. I have 126 points. Cody Smart not too far behind in second place at 119. Zachary Taylor is at 102. In third, Nathan Norman fourth at 100. Brendan Rogers 47. Cody Goforth 41 as far as that's concerned. The NASCAR standings entering Texas, which Texas still sucks as far as the Longhorns are concerned. Cody Smart still has the points lead by 16 points over Zachary Taylor. Which funny thing is, Zachary Taylor had less points on the pit stop show. I think, if I'm correct, because I think if Taylor didn't do good on the pit stop show, he would have passed his total. Anyway. Nathan Orman is third at 48 points. Yours truly fourth at 45. Great Lakes Cody Goforth tied at 8, have 18. Kyle England, Brendan Rogers 17. Q-Man has 11. Which I find it funny. Q-Man has more points than the other 4 people on the pit stop show. I find that really funny. So. All right. We are going to do this in ABC order. We're going to do Detroit first, then Stafford, and then Texas. So, I'm going to give the... What? What are you speaking, Orm?
I said ABC.
Oh, for God's sake! We are not singing the alphabet over here! For the love of Jamba Juice!
For this. I think I got a better song for this. It's called H.O. Suck.
Oh, no! Okay. I knew that was gonna happen.
I got best set. It's called Cup Set, Cup Set, Cup Set, Cup Set. That's not how it works. Okay. Actually, I got a better one.
Okay! Taylor is getting a rose for Maddie in Brooklyn. Alright. Speaking of you, Taylor, you have the extinction of going first for predictions.
Has the extension of people possibly stealing his pin.
Oh, boy. Okay, just gonna let you all know, the road course people for IndyCar is back, which means, Roman Grosjean's back in the 51, Jimmy Johnson's gonna be back in the 48 for the road courses. Who else is back? Before I forget. Max Chilton is still in the 59. Connor Daly is back in the 20. Elio is not racing this weekend, but he'll be in the 11, 12, 14 to 16 part. Santino Ferrucci is in the 45 for these two races, as well as the next race for them at Road America. And I think that is, and that's kind of it as far as the drivers is concerned. Surprising, Santino Ferrucci is running 3 IndyCar races this week, and I find it really interesting. All right, Taylor, who's the driver to stay away from before I get distracted? Okay, I'm just gonna say this, and Cody might agree with me on this. For SRX, we're just gonna wing it until we figure out who's gonna be way too easy and who's gonna be all that for that series. Because after all, it is the inaugural race.
Yeah.
So and Cody would agree with me. We're just gonna wing it.
Yeah, just gonna wait
Okay.
for now.
So that means, so here's how it works for SRX, is that means top 6 is the dark horse, 7th on down is driver to stay away from. I don't know how many are in the IndyCar entry list as far as what I've just went over. Trucks I know, top 18 dark horse, 19th on down, stay away from. Top 20 dark horse, 21st on down, stay away from Xfinity, and then I don't know about Cup.
And I think the IndyCar is the same entry list
As the last race that we did, which was the Indy Road Course.
Yep.
Which, by the way, speaking of the Indy Road Course, they are going. That race will be making up the race in Toronto on the same weekend as NASCAR. So that's really something we're looking forward to. All right, Taylor, go ahead. We're ready.
IndyCar. That is for the double hit.
Yes, that's the 2 races. We're glad to be back at the mile.
Driver to sail. Do I have to do that?
Oh, forgot to mention, SRX is going to be the first champion we get to crown this year. I want to point that out.
Yeah, because it's as short as
It's only 6 races, because it's 6 straight weeks, and we get to, that's where the championship part comes into play. Alright, go ahead, Taylor. That's interesting, you picked Sada.
Dark horse. I'm gonna take Indiana boy. I'm taking Connor Dale. Dark horse.
Connor Daly.
And driver to win.
He had a fantastic race at Indy 500.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. He almost won it too.
Yeah, he almost won it, but still props to Elio.
Amazing that he did awesome at the Brickyard.
Yep. Alright, go ahead, Taylor.
Driver to win. I'm gonna take. Who do we want to take?
That's a good question.
We want to take you in our club live.
Oh!
Dumb question, Cody. Dumb answer. Oh yeah, how can I pick my wife when 1, I'm not married at all, and 2nd of all, I'm not married to a race car driver, you darn. Well, here's the thing, Taylor. You are married to Brooklyn Carter.
Damn! Damn, that was the biggest roast in the history of roastness. What else is new? Alright, back.
Yeah. I'm not in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank God Sean was not in here.
I'm not even going to respond to that comment.
Just be glad Sean's not here, otherwise you would have been caught.
Oh, yeah, driver to win. Let's get back on track. My driver to win, I'm going to take Colton Herta. Cody, not Club Live. Okay.
SRX for the first time ever on predictions.
Wait, Shrimp, where did you,
Look at the SRX chat in the PCSRA server.
say the SRX chat?
Wait, where'd you put... Oh, wait, where'd you put the entry list, Ormy? Oh. Let me get Zachary Taylor. Okay, I just pinged you, Taylor.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay.
Are you okay, Taylor?
He's just getting over from his NASCAR excitement pills addiction. Not excitement.
Oh!
Some breaking news on supercars.
Uh-oh. We've already discussed that.
Greg Murphy and Stanley at
Yeah, I already discussed that. That's not breaking news. If I already discussed it, I've already discussed it. Okay.
Cody did not hear about that.
Well, yeah, for them, they didn't hear about that. Alright, go ahead, Taylor.
Driver to stay away from, I'm gonna take Cody Smart's not football. Not
I think that was payback. My real driver to stay away from, Taylor.
Yeah, okay, I had to roast Cody since he roasted me a moment ago. Anyway, alright. Driver to stay away from. My real driver to stay away from. Well, did I say not accepted anything? You roasted me after that, and I don't think you said not accepted anything. Cut out, so. Anyway. Okay. My driver to stay away from. I'm gonna say Paul Tracy will be my driver to stay away
Ooh.
from.
Dark Horse. I accidentally unplugged my mic. My bad, guys. Well, to be fair, Cody, I hate when my stupid mic is connected to my shorty boardies. So blame my shorty boardies on it. Not except if you try anything else. Continuing on, Taylor. Who's your dark horse?
Alright, moving on. Dark horse. I'm gonna say Bobby Labonte will be my dark horse.
Oh, that means we get to say Bobby Labuti. Not except if you try anything. That's what my dad called it, is Bobby Labuti. For whatever reason. Trevor to win. I guess Taylor loves them Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon rolls he makes with his drivers. Okay, go for it. Before he becomes a...
Yes, playing Wackadani.
No. You need to go play Whack-A-Dare this morning with CJ.
Taylor his spirits away.
They roasted David. The card that had David's roasted. Who was it, Taylor?
The boy nicknamed Smoke as my...
Tony Stewart. Alright, next up, Nathan Orman. Billy Goat tried to start those points and I gave him a dirt point for that. Go ahead, Ormy.
Driver to win, I'm gonna get Scott McLaughlin.
Oh! shit, we're in trouble, boys.
Shocker! That's a big shocker! Big shocker!
Gotta stay away from Alexander Rossi.
Aww.
And that's all of them.
Wait, wait, watch me do something to trigger Orby. Wait till you see who I pick for driver to win. Alright, go ahead.
Driver to win SFF. It's gonna be Tucker. Great girl.
Oh, you gotta stick with the biff. Sorry, I stole that from John Roberts with the line "stick with the biff." Driver, stay away from him.
Driver to stay away from... I'm gonna...
Let me make sure I spell it right before I derp, and then Taylor laughs at me.
That would be funny if you derped on your own show. That'd be pretty funny.
Okay, Ernie... I'm gonna just say Ernie Francis, because I don't want to screw up the junior part. Alright, Dark Horse.
Michael Walter.
Oh, you're going Michael Waltrip. Alright. Well, Daryl Walter would be happy. Alright, Cody, what do you got?
Hey, the scandal.
Oh! I got no comment.
Teen scandal over there?
Oh God, I got no comment.
Oh, man.
Alright, Cody, you're up.
I had to do that. Yeah, I know. I had to do that.
Yes, it was tan. So you, yes, you're correct, Cody.
So if I go back to 2019, the winner of the Detroit races went to Joseph Newgarden and Scott Dixon. Oh, that's pretty interesting. But you know what else is interesting?
What?
Chip Ganassi Racing being on fire, and anywhere else except for NASCAR. I don't know how they do it. So, thinking of it like that, I think it would make a good lot of sense if you were to pick Scott Dixon as your driver to win. There you go.
Alright, Scott Wait till you hear about my shocker, who I'm picking. What? Taylor. Okay!
What did I do? I saw what you did on Messenger, No, okay.
Cody set the nickname for Zachary Taylor to love to root for the fixed teams.
Okay, the only one that roots for is Danny and David because they root for the dead birds.
Okay! Taylor is buying a wedding ring for Maddie if she gets married.
Oh, God. Okay, that was... Okay, let me see. So in terms of driver to stay away from, I think if you were to think a pretty good driver to stay away from, somebody you can rely on as driver to stay away from, you should rely on Dalton Kayla as driver to stay away from.
Dalton Collette.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, smash my phone. My phone accepted.
What did your phone do?
It was trying to say Dalton Kelly for some stupid reason. Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, you know, I don't know if I really wanted to pick this guy for Dark Horse or not, but looking at the statistics here, this guy has yet to finish as a driver to stay away from yet, if I recall correctly. If I recall correctly, he may have back to what I was gonna do. If I were to pick a backup driver, I would have picked him because look at his streak on his Dark Horse finishes. So instead of him, I think it's a good idea to pick somebody who previously won at Detroit. Take a look at 2019. There was a Dark Horse because he won there 2019. I think he's going to do well, catch up in the standings, take advantage of the current situation, and there you go.
Yep. Next one, SRX.
Of course. Cody picked his one of his.
Wait till you hear my shocker, who I'm taking for driver to win when I get to my turn.
Shot out in the SRX race because not even me knows what's going on here.
What happens if all the panelists do bad in the SRX? Let's just say it's a new series and all that yada yada yada.
Yeah. Okay. So for the driver to win, from a driver to win, I'm gonna have to say out of all of these people here, and you don't know who's going to go out with what. You don't know if it's going to be a typical surprise, or it's going to be somebody we've already been used to seeing win all the time. The next thing you know, they win again. Like, what are you doing? So, if I were to think of somebody who could really be a bit of a shocker in terms of where that is concerned, well, Plants was the entry list. I sworn I saw it already.
Here.
There you go.
Do you want me to ping you in case you forget?
I see it. Okay.
There's the ping.
Here's what I might do. I may go ahead and pick somebody in particular that I think could do pretty good on the short tracks. I might be getting very early when I talk about this driver, but remember, he used to race for a very good team, and as an IndyCar driver, I think the team he used to race for did win at short tracks before. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
No? See, they used to win at short tracks a lot of times, especially during his time in IndyCar. And let me tell you this. He is a champion. Let's get that out of the way.
Yep.
The best IndyCar champion and the most recent Indy 500 champion. Yes, I'm taking a major gamble when I say Helio Castroneves will be my driver to win.
Helio Castroneves.
Gotcha. Driver stay away from.
Good Lord, there's a couple of good options here. that's a good option. The 17 looks like a good option. Because let's be fair, he doesn't have experience compared to these guys.
Haley Deegan's not racing until next week.
Yeah,
Wait,
this
who's
week.
racing? Oh, Tony Kanon's racing this.
For Tony Kanon next week, because Kanon has schedule conflicts. That race and another race to be announced later.
And that's stock card for sale.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I were to pick a driver to stay away from, the only reason why I'm picking him is because I have no clue who he is. I'm going to pick Willie T. Rebs as my driver to stay away from.
The former Ford 1600 champion. And the 17-time champion.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, you know, seeing that he is the Statford Speedway track champion in the past and a very successful person in BLM Modified, I can really be very convincing when we're talking about this sort of racing. I mean, you're getting short tracks all over the place, people. Don't get me wrong. And you need somebody very experienced in the short tracks and a champion in short tracks in order to help you out. And there's one champion I see that's obviously proven to do it in the short tracks, and that is Doug Kobe. That would be my dark horse.
Okay.
Kobe.
Okay. I feel so jealous about what I've seen on Forest predictions. But to me, I feel like I'm going to go out with a shocker in a big way, which brings me to my driver to win. I'm going to take the biggest risk in the history of historyness and say Alex Palou as my driver to win.
Alex Palou.
He finished second last time.
But he's really a good road course ringer, if you know what I mean. Driver stay away from... Driver stay... What?
And Alex Palou is the points leader in IndyCar.
Yep. Driver stay away from... I think to me, this is one of those picks that makes me say, do I pick him or do I not pick him? Well, I think to me, it's one of those races that says, boy, I'm going to be saying to myself, who is the driver who I think has been really struggling? I feel like to me, if you think about how much struggles you could see, I could see it being a big struggle in a way. But knowing that his skills have not been exciting, it's really hard to pick a driver to stay away from. If I had to choose one driver who I think has been who's been struggling so far, I could pick this driver who's really been struggling so far this season. Unfortunately, I hate to do this to somebody, but I'm going to have to say Sebastian Bourdais as my driver to stay away from.
Bourdais.
Dark Horse, in my opinion, when you look at the two road course races, based on how much good he did, I think he could be a driver that could really be a standout and say, I think we can also agree with what he's done, and I think he can really redeem himself in a way that I think could be the truth. I'm going to take Rinus VeeKay as the dark horse.
Wow.
I think nobody saw that one coming. SRX. Well, I feel like to me, this driver is going to be really good. I'm gonna take Marco Andretti as driver to win.
Wow.
Driver stay away from. Oh boy. You guys put me in a pickle in this one. This is really tough. Yeah, I have to say, you picked some very good names. But to be fair, considering this driver has not done racing in a while, I think it could be a strategy that could be could come back to backfire him. I'm sorry to say this to Chase's dad, but Bill Elliott, you are my driver to stay away from. I'm sorry. I might pick your son for the win, but we'll see when we get to my NASCAR pick. Dark horse. I gotta take this guy because I feel like he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm taking my boy TK, Tony Kanaan, as dark horse. Alright, now let's head over to Texas Sucks, Texas Sucks, Texas Sucks, Texas Sucks. Alright, Taylor, kick it off. Who's the driver to stay away from for the Truck Series? Okay, that was creepy, Taylor. That was creepy, Taylor.
I was just gonna say this real quick. Hey, Danny, you wanna know what I did while Cody was making predictions?
What?
I got Josie triggered on Facebook.
Oh, where? I want to see this for myself. Where'd you do it? Where'd you do it at?
Okay.
Tag me.
Here, I can send you a... Let me...
Although Joey is not my preferred nickname.
Yeah, that's what I needed on.
Alrighty, Joey. Oh, Josie.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that's too funny. Okay, Taylor, go ahead.
Okay, then.
Oh, Josie Logano, not accepted if you try anything.
Okay, anyway, give me that, please. Okay. Okay, do I need to smack somebody?
I didn't do it, Taylor.
Jolly? Not me. Whatever. Not me.
Somebody triggered Taylor, that's what happened.
No.
Go ahead, Taylor. Who's the driver to stay away from before somebody interrupts you?
Smack Army accepted. Okay. I'm gonna say driver to stay away from. I'm gonna say Jesse Owuchi, or however you pronounce his name, will be my driver to stay away. That's too easy, Taylor.
I don't think... Well, Jesse can have a good run here, there, and everywhere, so... Wait. Okay, there we go. Dark horse.
As far as the dark horse position is concerned,
Yes. Go ahead.
I am going to take... Okay, you know what? I'm going to take Brendan Poole as my dark horse.
Yep, Brendan Poole making his first start of the season.
And the trucks.
Yeah.
And this year, too. His first race since his surgery from last year.
Yep, dark horse.
That was his dark horse.
Dark.
Okay.
Anyways, driver to win. I'm going to take John Hunter Nemechek.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Cody, Taylor picked John Hunter Nemechek.
Time to go take his pick.
Driver stay away from for the Xfinity Series, Taylor.
Alright. Driver stay away from Xfinity. Or I said Xfinity.
Cody.
Cody.
Okay. Or me, says Cody.
I have an idea. We should call it the not clone Ethan Norman's here. There you go.
Oh!
Anyway. Okay.
Stay away from for Xfinity.
Okay. I'll say Tommy Joe Martin's. Just kidding. Okay. Now, my real driver to stay away from, I would say Brett Moffitt will be my driver to stay away from.
Where's Muppet?
You've been Moffatized, Josie.
Here we go.
Dark Horse.
Okay. Dark Horse. I'm gonna take Josh Berry as a dark horse.
Ooh.
Josh Berry. Driver to win.
Driver to win. Who do I want to take here? I will take. I'm gonna say. I am going to say for my driver to win. I'm gonna take Austin Cindric.
I figured you were going to do that. And now the all-star pick for Cup.
Okay.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your smackin' Josie helmet ready.
So Austin Cindric driver to win. Gotcha.
Yes.
All-star award, Dylan.
Oh!
Okay.
I got nothing to say. Thank you. Excuse me, I just belched. Oh yeah, the fan vote pick.
Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say for the fan vote pick. I am going to take my boy Gibby to get the fan vote.
Nothing better.
Alright, now the driver to stay away from.
Gotta stay away from.
Still ain't. Who do I want to pick? I will say Cole Custer will be the driver to stay away from.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. I will take Rowdy as my dark horse.
Kyle Busch.
This is booing on or
Wait, personal foul, excessive smacking of booing on Ormy? Is that what you just said, Taylor? Not except if you try anything.
Yeah, I said personal foul, excessive booing on.
No, that means Ormy was doing a mooing impression of booing. Not except if you try anything.
Okay. Driver. Okay.
Chase Elliott is the defending winner of the All-Star race, but that was at Bristol.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, last year, and I think Danny's going to know where I'm about to go with this. Last year, we went to Bristol. First time that Napa Camaro won. And I think history is going to repeat itself, and that number 9 is going to win $1 million for the second year in a row.
Chase Elliott.
Oh, by the way, Taylor, last year, Chase Elliott's theme for the All-Star race is Universe.
Well, yeah,
But the number 9, Hendrick. Alright.
yeah, but you get the point.
Alright, Nathan Orman, you're up next.
Brooks, driver to win. I would take Harris. I'm gonna take Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed. Driver stay away from.
Driver stay away from Ben Rhodes.
Surprisingly, nobody picked Ben Rhodes.
Dark Horse. Matt Crafton.
I want to see who's going to take out Ben Rhodes from after what happened last year when we were at Texas the last time we were there. And somebody give him a black eye. Somebody give Ben Rhodes a black eye if he has that issue like last year.
Driver to win for speed. Here's Zipper.
I kind of figured you were going to take him. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Austin Cindric's the defending winner of the Xfinity race. It was supposed to have been Kyle Busch if he didn't get disqualified. Just so you know.
Travis Stewart from Ryan Sieg.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. Maya Snyder.
Okay. Your fan vote for the Cup Series.
All-Star Race. Fan winner. This is gonna be surprising. Timmy Hill.
Bruh!
Alright. Me and Danny both
So did Cody. So did Cody.
Since I'm gonna pick Chase Elliott as the driver to win. Still my pick.
And Orby's on the board. Not.
Danny, you said that during the All-Star race, we can steal people's picks.
That's not what I said. I said we can get away with easy picks, you derp. Nice job, you derping lizard! And the best part of all this is I have this on the stream. Nice job! I said we could get away with easy picks, you derp!
Okay, I'm gonna pick Tyler Larson then.
Alright, okay. Cody, I'm going to make a new point system for next year. That means if you end up switching picks after you getting yourself stealing your pick points, you would also get on the board for that as well. I'm going to start that next year for Paddock Pass next year. And you cannot say that's going to be an illegal random point or an illegal category because that's going to be only for Paddock Pass.
Okay, if you do that, then that's gonna be a random point.
That is illegal because of Taylor.
Okay. First of all, random points are banned. Taylor.
I think Taylor's gonna love me when I pick who I'm picking for Xfinity.
Don't call it Joey Logano.
Oh, boo! No, you're gonna be shocked who I'm picking for the fan vote. Speaking of Cody, it's your turn.
Oh, God.
Cody. Well, I'm gonna make sure to screw Army because that's my plan right now. Cody, that is accepted, Danny.
Okay, well, alright.
It's not so smart to use the dead Cubs strategy.
Okay.
Hopefully I could stop using the dead angel suck strategy. Not accept if you try anything.
No, that's on me last week, and I blame him for making me suck in NASCAR last week.
Alright, go ahead.
My driver to win. Alright, so last year he was in the trucks race. The only truck race he was at last year, he won the race at Texas. Let me give you a couple of hints on who did that a few years ago, or within the last few years, and then you'll be able to figure it out. Greg Beffel did it one time. Chase Elliott did so one time. Casey Kane did it one time. Guess who's the only one out of those on the list?
Who?
Chase Elliott. And guess what? He's going to beat John Hunter Nemechek this week. So I'll pick Chase Elliott as my driver to win.
That pleases the Army.
Except David Dooley.
Driver stay away from.
Oh, God, okay. Let me take a look at the results first off. Well, damn, you can have it. The 66 is not...
Ripping off my material!
Hey, I'm trying to avoid the C word.
How? You're a cow!
Old McDonald had a
Oh, God, no! Taylor, why would you start singing that? No! the love of Mary Joseph! No, no, we are not singing that song on Triple P. That's final.
Let me explain.
We are not singing that on Triple P.
Okay, here's why I started thinking that, because Cody started going like a cow, so I just...
Oh, God. We are not singing that on Triple P, and that's final. I don't care if it goes in the quotes chat.
Alright, here we go. Driver to stay away from. Who would be a good idea for driver to stay away from out of these entries here? Well, not gonna lie when I say this. Went for the very poor choice finish, very poor in the field. So, taking that into consideration, I think my driver to stay away from, crap. And see, this is where it gets hard. Because I'm stuck between two different drivers. One of them who generally sucks. Well, both of them suck so far this year, but here's the thing. One of my options is a rookie, and the other one is a sophomore. So, between having to pick those two drivers and knowing how one of them, well, both of them tend to wreck half the time, right? It's like you're trying to flip a coin here. But the question is, who's more likely to struggle? Sometimes having multiple trucks makes you struggle, which makes me come down to one particular. Wait a moment. I see the particular. Somebody finished 22nd last time out. But I gotta do a bit of analysis here. Be right back. Okay. Circuit of the Americas. Where did he finish? Oh yeah, that's nice, Sally. I'll get to your message later. And Circuit of the Americas. I don't know if I feel safe picking them yet.
Many months later.
Where did you? Oh, God. I don't know if he's going to be too easy or not. Please tell me he's not going to be too easy. Because he would be my best bet. Okay, let me see. So 38 over 4 is 9.5. So that'll be 10. So 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. So that goes up to 10. Then if I were to think of the other number, oh crap, let me do some math here. 38 times 3 is, I believe is 114. 114 over 8, if I can do that in my head, that'll be 1, put out the 8, that's 6. 6 over 4, maybe? No, should it? Hold on a minute. I'm going to actually need my calculator to make sure I'm not being a dumping hippopotamus. Because I want to make sure that the person I pick is not going to be necessarily too easy. Okay, 14.5. Okay.
I need Sean Art to get ready to cue the You Blew It ready.
14. Oh! How about that? Supposedly, he's not going to be a too easy pick. Oh my god, now they give me even better options. Oh, that's a very good option I can pick for driver to stay away from. There's a very good option. Well, first I'll let me see who's in the entry list for that particular truck, because they had a driver, then he let him go. Oh, but never mind. I'm going to pick the driver who finished 21st place last week. And no, he's not too easy because I just did the math.
Hi, David. And now Cody and Taylor. Don't look at the YouTube chat, by the way.